Alright, so apparently this woman was murdered by her boyfriend. She was already a single mother when they met, I believe, because she was in a car with him with her 3-year-old kid. And she was pregnant, and she was a few months pregnant. So what bystanders say happened was they got into an argument, and he removed the child from the vehicle, her 3-year-old kid, and she went out there with her 3-year-old kid, and that's when he ran her over. He ran her over a couple times, and then I guess he got out the car and shot her a few times, and then he drove off. Here's the thing. People are referring to this woman's murder as if it was entirely unjustified, like it was the worst thing that ever happened. But as far as I'm concerned, it's expected and warranted. This woman, this black woman, obviously, was a single mother. She chose to be a single mother. She's already had one dude on child support, had a child by one dude who didn't want to be with her and did not want children by her. She had the kid anyway, and now she's with another man who clearly he did not want children by this woman. And then instead of just popping the day after pill or having the abortion, this woman is going to have the child, force him into fatherhood, and enslave him using the child support system. She's legally going to steal his money for the next 18 plus years of his life. This bitch had to die. Doesn't matter how you feel or how faggot minded you are. When you can legally steal someone's money, you deserve death. That's why I never made a big deal about that whole O.J. Simpson trial thing, because even if he did it, the bitch deserved to die. I heard he was paying her like $30,000 a month. I don't know if that was just an alimony or child support or both. Whatever it was, she deserved to die. You don't get paid you don't get a penny of someone's money once you break up with them. That's no government that really has a right to force you to do that. So when you're in that situation, you have every right to murder someone. Period. So anyway, back to the point. The black woman most likely died because she was determined to have this man's child, even though he did not want children by her. That's what's wrong with black women. They go out and they only find men who do not want children, then they have children by these men and use the white man's system, the child support system, to enslave these men on child support. Meanwhile, she has birth control. No one else has that. She has the morning after pill. No one else has that. She has abortion and she has adoption. All of these are options. Before, during, and after pregnancy, she can opt out of responsibility for that child or opt out of having a child altogether, and she's not punished in any way. It's her body, her choice. But when it comes to men, they don't have any of those options and they don't have any of those choices. They don't care about that man's body, his money, his rights, his liberties, nothing. When you can't count on the government to protect you from this kind of shit, you have to take matters into your own hands. He did exactly what a human being, what a living entity has a right to do. He removed that parasite. Now, will he be punished for doing so? I don't know. Pretty sure he would be. But it really doesn't matter, does it? Whether he's behind bars or out here, he would have been a slave to this woman. I think we can all agree that he doesn't deserve to be punished for murdering that woman. This woman deserved death. She deserved death for her first fatherless child. The fact that a man was nice enough to give her a chance, despite the fact she already had a kid by another man, that should have endeared her to him, but it didn't, because all she saw was another victim. All she saw was another man that she could victimize, she could feed off of, she can legally enslave. That's all she saw, and she died because of it. This is reality, people. In reality, the bad guy always wins. So when he murdered that bitch, that was us flipping the script. Now the good guy won. Sure, it didn't he didn't win the war, because he still might be punished for it, but fuck it. Once I'm in a position where I can choose to be a slave, or I can choose to kill you and possibly die myself, I'm going to kill you and possibly die myself. That makes all the sense in the world to me. So he made the right decision. I fully understand why more and more black females are being murdered and killed over child support. I'm very happy about it too. And I want to see it happen more often. These females are always going to take advantage of a very anti-male system, as long as there are no repercussions or consequences. They don't care that you have none of the rights, freedoms, or options that they have. In fact, they want it that way. They want to have all the power, all the control, and they just want you to be there as a provider, as the slave. That's it. That's what this whole feminism thing is about. I don't even like using the word feminism because it goes so much deeper than that, but I'll use it just for the sake of argument. That's what feminism's about. It had nothing to do with breaking women free of traditional roles. It had everything to do with locking men down into traditional roles, forcing men to be providers for women that they're not even with. And yes, she has all the freedom in the world, but all a woman wants to do at the end of the day is just have a bunch of fucking babies. That's all she wants to do. That's all any woman ever wants to do is have babies. I haven't met one woman that honestly didn't want children. A tranny is the only female that you'll ever see that doesn't want children, and she's not even a woman. Just letting you know. This shit's sickening. So I'm happy she's dead. I'm looking forward to the next article I read of some black woman being killed because she was such a bitch. She tried to force a man into a situation he did not want any parts of, and because the laws are anti-male at this time, she had every intention of taking full advantage of. She deserved death. I want to see more women die like this. All right? It's not just white dudes killing their wives or ex-wives over alimony and child support. Black men are doing it too, and it needs to happen more often. I don't consider any woman willing to use the system against me my sister. I don't care what color you are. If you're going to enslave me, if I get the opportunity to, I'm going to kill you. You try to enslave me, I'm going to kill you. Kill you. Murder you. Take your life. Don't know how many ways I have to say it, but it's time for things to change, and nothing's going to change with a letter. Nothing's really going to change with begging, though I do believe that you should demand from your representatives that alimony and child support be abolished. Child support, more importantly, has to be abolished. It has to, because it denies men rights that women have. It's blatantly anti-male. So yes, child support has to be abolished, and you have to demand it from your representatives. I know for a fact that they're never going to listen to you. But it's good to say that, hey, we told you. Now you died. That's it. So don't stop at just killing the women who are willing to use the system against men. Kill the judges. Kill the lawmakers. Kill your representatives. Don't stop killing until this law is no longer in effect. That's the sanest response to oppression any group of people can have. But to merely sit there and beg people who benefit from your oppression to stop being so oppressive will never work. Look at black dudes and police officers. Sitting there talking and complying with white police officers who want to kill you anyway never protected a black man from anything. On camera, this week alone, we have 3 different situations where the black male complied and was still shot by the white police officers on camera. And I think I just found out that the white police officer, the female that shot the man who complied and did everything that she wanted him to do, shot the man in cold blood and killed him. She got away with it because she was hungry and irritable. They felt like that was justification in taking a human life. So no matter how you look at it, if you're oppressed and if you're a male, you are oppressed. There's no other way to respond to this but violence. You have to use violence, and you have to use it unapologetically. Am I advocating for violence against women? Yes. If this woman has every intention of enslaving you using the system, yes, kill that bitch. Kill her to death. I don't care if it's alimony or child support. Murder her. Murder her. Am I advocating violence against police officers? If they're trying to harm you, yes, kill them too. I'm always going to advocate violence. Murder. Nothing's going to change until you do. Okay? So the video is to men, yes, but it's also to any group of men who are oppressed, whether it's a racial oppression or a gender oppression. You are oppressed. There's no way you can fight against oppression without using violence. You have to use violence. I have not met one woman that thought that child support, a blatantly anti-male law, was wrong. I haven't. I've seen videos of females on YouTube saying it, but I've never met a woman in real life that really felt that way. Nor will I ever meet a woman in real life that really feels that way. Because if you put a woman in a position where she can get away with something evil that benefits her, she's going to. She's going to take that opportunity. Women, quite literally, they are lacking a conscience. Literally, they lack a conscience. Outside of reproduction, they don't have any ability outside of that. They can't be more than something that just wants kids and wants. That's it. She just wants. She doesn't give back to anything or anyone. All she does is have babies. Babies that no one else wants, by the way. Nobody else really wants kids. Women have babies because they want to, but they say that it's to benefit mankind or it's their duty. Bitch, no one wants you to. You do this all the time for your own sake, for your own benefit. Most men, especially in America, they don't want kids. This shit doesn't benefit us. Anyway, I'm done ranting. That's it. All right, so